Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. He fields it from the 8. He's brought down just inside the 25.
Yeah, really, I should probably sign a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you got to chill.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now here's Cam Scannaboo on the ground. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Throwing on 3rd. Here's Dart. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
New set of downs from 37.
Let's go!
This is Scannaboo, left side. Get some space around midfield. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Well, his game is off to one heck of a great start and bringing his offense along with him. They crossed midfield after that run, and now all eyes on that offense, focused on the end zone.
On first down, here's Dart. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. And the defense making a play on this opening series. That one is knocked away, and that brings up 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's good for a New York first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Driving forward with Scannaboo. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Dart out of the shotgun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Defense hasn't really found its backbone yet, but maybe just a little sliver of light between the clouds here as they bring up third down.
Yeah, you're not going to likely keep points off the board, but if you can come through with one more stop and limit it to a field goal, yeah, that's at least something to build from.
Third and long, they're going to throw. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants finish up an excellent opening series. All right, so a nice little drive they put together there in their first series of the season, partner, and the year begins on a high note with a touchdown.
Yeah, they'll be able to begin this season on a high note with a win. Well, they put more drives like that together, they sure will, but I don't know. I got that Pete Carroll just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish, but you can't start much better than that.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Straight to the air is Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Completed over the middle. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Let's go.
They'll air it out on 3rd. And they can't connect on the 3rd down. Deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it. But it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. He has it at the 13. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Scatterboo. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Dart now against the blitz. Screen here for Scatterboo. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Quick one to the outside by Dart. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Scatterboo here on the toss. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know by now, Kate, with this time we spend together, these toss plays, the best way to defend them is to hit them before they get started. And that's exactly what the defense did.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's start now. Finds him over the middle. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Running with Scattergood. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
They'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Start setting in to throw here. Too much lead on that throw. That ball's incomplete ahead of his target. Not on the same page with his tight end. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
3rd down now. Here's Darts. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Marquise Bell making the play. And the Cowboys will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he made it obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. That would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a...
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. 7-0 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. 2nd quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They have 2nd and pretty long here. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. It's his target. That's Torrey Horton. And he's taken down at the 30. This is 3rd and 5.
Deputy! 60 Eagles, 6 Bronco 80. 18, 5 here. Let's go.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. That one is caught. Horton has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Want to keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
19,
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys parlay the interception into points.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Jake Moody on for the PAT. Rush coming off the edge, and they block it! The Giants has it! Free up the middle, it's a breakaway! At the 20! And against all odds, they get the block and return it all the way for 2. You could hear the crowd swell first on the block, Brock, and then again as they scooped it up and started the return. Man, really one of the most exciting plays you'll ever see in a game, no matter what the score is.
And one of the rarest plays we get to see, too. You know, the rule was changed back in 2015 that you could take it back for 2. And the total number of extra points blocked and taken back since then, well, we can count on our 2 hands. It's incredibly tough to do, but they just pulled it off.
You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Scatterboo now from the gun. He is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
1st and 10 now from the 46. One play action with Darts. Too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Ready up!
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Darts. Short pass brought in. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start to push into Cowboys territory.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Third and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Clark's going to throw again. Looking slant route complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
It's Scatterboo on 2nd down. It's inside the 10. It's a New York touchdown! The Giants make it a 9-point advantage.
That's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Looking to tack on the point after. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they'll decline this and take the results. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Marvin Mims now to return it. And he's out of bounds up across the 25. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Go! 19-18.
Now running here with Jaden Blue. He's out of bounds after a gain of about 8, so a nice pick up there, 2nd and 2.
While that run may not move the Giants' case, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Here we go. Stop.
To throw, Richardson. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ready.
See how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll start the drive with Blue. Great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Well, that play right there, that one is wide linemen. They run the 40, do all the agility tests in their spandex at the combine. Yeah, having fast, agile, big guys up front, it lets them set the table so the running backs can go do their job.
And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Tyler Newbin with the tackle. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this 1st half. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment.
Ready.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Hurt. Cougar 19.
Tight end motioning right.
18, tight end. Steady.
Back now, pressure coming. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Elijah Arroyo, the target on that throw. And that means 3rd down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
To the air on 3rd and long. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works. They come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this.
Craft all 80. 60's icing. 60's icing. Go.
Trying to throw for it with Richardson. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 Eagles.
From the pistol and give to Scatterboot. Off to the races, middle of the field. Running in the red zone. Touchdown, New York! The Giants grow their lead just before halftime.
Hey, kid, we're not even to halftime, and this guy has already got a game's worth of success. And the great thing is that, yes, it benefits him individually, statistically, but you know it just sets the table for everybody else because that play-action pass should be devastating.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants take a 3-possession lead. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready.
Richardson back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Back to the air. It's Richardson. Makes the connection. This is Jaden Blue. He's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
Okay, break.
First down from the 41.
Hiking, 18. Come on. Hey. Break.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger. And the Giants will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion.
Hiking, 18.
Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Completed over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Give him 13 on that play. And the Giants are going to have the first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On 1st down, here's Dart. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. The Giants using their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the gun, here's Dart. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. Kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Set, let's go.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Finds a man right side. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Timeout calls, and that's going to be the second for New York. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. On 1st and 10. Here starts. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
2nd and 18. At the Cowboys' 46-yard line.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. See what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Play action with Richardson. Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Henry To'o comes up with it. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
They've got first down here from the 36. On the ground, it's Scatteroo. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger.
Darts out of the shotgun. And there, it's Malik Neighbors. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It's 16 yards on that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
He's got a man left. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Scatteroo here on 1st and goal. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York! The Giants push their lead further to start the half.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What we could call this, other than simply splendid.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Up the middle, Blue. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Chased out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like. It's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
Ready.
3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. This is a heater going deep. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Richardson. To the left. He's got to really up. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains.
Come on.
To the air on this 1st down. Richardson made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Let's go. Let's go.
Throwing again, Richardson. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get, it's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Putting a receiver in motion. Complete beyond the marker. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Gain of 15. 1st down, Dallas.
Ready. Ready.
They think they hand it off now, Richardson. He completes it in traffic. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
Ready.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First down.
Let's go now.
14. 1st down.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Ready. Ready. Go.
They'll throw again. Richardson. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Get it. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Go street.
The play clock runs out. This will be a delay. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Now that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's 3rd and even longer now.
Go. Get up.
Richardson to throw again. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jalen Reed with the INT. We have seen this happen before, partner. 3 interceptions in a row. We're going to spare the quarterbacks who've done it. Not going to mention any names, but, man, not a list that he wanted to join.
Yeah, he probably stopped throwing the ball. Like, stop throwing the ball. Did I say that out loud?
That was out loud. Yeah. Throwing on first down. It starts. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So it's second down coming up. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your game, because it will become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage. That's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
This is a tough spot to punt. Got to convert here on 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Cut out left. He's got the first down grab and still going. And he's going to be taken down right as he reaches that 20-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
10 at the 20-yard line.
Now it's Scatterboom. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Going right back to Scatterboom. Just before he reaches the marker, he's hit and stopped. They got him at the 29.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Setting him on the dive. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down. The Giants are set to punt. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. He's got this at the 27. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold.
At their own 27-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Corey Horton, his intended receiver. So 2nd down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Here we go, set, let go.
Richardson now on 2nd and 10. He's got a screen to the running back. That screen snipped out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Hey, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Ready? 60.
Richardson on 3rd. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked up by Deontay Banks. Well, just when you think things can't get any worse, Brock, I am not sure what you call it, because I don't think I've ever called it 4 straight drives ending in an interception.
Oh, as a former QB, Kate, I know exactly what to call this. A nightmare! 4 pick games are a rarity, and you never see it happen on consecutive drives. And at this point, listen, hey, offense coordinator, play caller, run the ball. And I mean run the ball.
He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Giants football, and they've got to feel pretty good about this score entering the 4th. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready, ready.
They pitch it out to him here. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on.
Let's go.
Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate. It takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Here we go, set. 70 Lions.
Here's Start now. That one's complete, right side. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And it's good for a New York first down.
Let's go.
Scatterbo here on the ground. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Ready.
On the carry, this is Scatterbo. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Ready, set. Ready. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here's Scatterbo. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Were they ever determined not to let that touchdown happen on the ground? If it happened at all. And that was a stand, Kate. 3 straight stops with their backs against the wall.
Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. On the return, here's Mims. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm. But these outcuts, it is so imperative. And the best of them make it look oh so easy.
50 Bobcats.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Connects on the crosser. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Still has some space inside the 35. And they're going to hold him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. We'll pick up 14 yards on that one. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best, like curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas, Clark, and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man.
Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down. But where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding.
Okay, ready?
All right, here we go. Second down.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Once more now, it's Richardson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. The intended target there was toward Wharton. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long. That's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Running back motions right. 3rd and long for him here. That one is caught. Horton has it. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Here comes a 2-point try partner, Richardson, bringing his offense to the line.
The Cowboys will line
All
up
right, they're going to throw for it.
conversion.
And this is going to be caught, getting aggressive as they trail in this game, and that takes them 2 points closer.
Cowboys 14.
Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well.
And he's going to get stopped right away. On the 45-yard line. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Going back, it's the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants looking like they'll start this season with a win. Back to the line they come, second down. Back-to-back carries here. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
He's running up for him. The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this. Starting this drive with a design run.
Here we go.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Ready.
This is a design run for Richardson.
Cowboy 8. Ready.
They draw it up front. In deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
Count to 50.
So here at MetLife, it's the G-Men who come away with the win. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from New York.